No, please don't do anything stupid, King Charles. The funeral for Queen should not have Harry and Meghan seats. Hello, buddies. Welcome to our Kate Middleton and the Queen News version 2 channel, where you can find the most recent breaking news about notorious traitors Harry and Meghan. Fans of the royal family have recently been divided over how two hypocrites, Harry and Meghan, have been treated by the monarchy. Buckingham Palace and the royal family chose to treat them with respect, despite the harm they caused to the late monarch and the British monarchy. The king should have kicked them out as soon as they entered Balmoral Castle to meet the Queen, the royal audience yelled in outrage. Harry, a traitor to the royal family, has decided to work alongside the wicked woman to harm the family in many ways. There is no justification to pardon them. It might not be a good idea to take the lead in mediating. Whether King Charles should extend an olive branch to Harry and Meghan at the funeral for the Queen is up for vote. Unsurprisingly, a number of Britons have criticized this survey team's idea harshly. No, a representative replied. They both shouldn't even attend the funeral because to do so would be the height of hypocrisy and an insult. On the other hand, if it is believed that the Queen would have preferred that they attend, they must. However, the same as at the Jubilee. In any case, it is beyond disgraceful that we still have to avoid this cunning and malicious tramp schemes. It cannot be forgotten or forgiven. This media rhetoric about mending fences and finding common ground is complete nonsense. The Markles don't want it at all. In order to generate clickbait and increase public interest before the onslaught of autobiographical sewage, films, documentaries, and podcasts being produced from California, the main strategy of Project Meghan is confrontation and division. The first thing King Charles should do is exile the two of them permanently. After that, he should send his top attorneys to Netflix's headquarters to inform them that no Netflix project will ever again receive support in the United Kingdom. Now that Netflix and the Sussexes are one organization, they should be seen as being hostile to our interests as a country. They convey to the American ambassador in London that attacks coming from Silicon Valley and Hollywood against the foundation of the British Constitution will no longer be tolerated or ignored. The hiring of Genevieve Roth and Sarah Latham, two former special advisors to Hillary Clinton, to lead Project Meghan raises suspicions that the unrelenting attacks on the United Kingdom have an unwelcome and improper political component. The British royal family is not a toy used to amuse or pay for the vices of Hollywood fat cats, such as using hookers and mood-inducing drugs from Colombia. Another speaker argued, why should Prince Charles attempt to mend bridges? He didn't flee from his responsibilities at the royal. He never disparaged the family in public or in the media, including on television. Even in the face of their lies and abuse, Charles took no action against the Sussex couple. In fact, he gave them several million pounds to aid in their travels. Harry and Meghan should handle all bridge mending. If they want to interact with the royal family in any way, they must demonstrate that they are prepared to follow orders and acknowledge that they have done everything in their power to undermine the monarchy. They must then apologize to everyone, which is regrettably far too late for the Queen and Prince Philip, whom Harry also criticized. The likelihood of either Harry or Meghan offering an olive branch is practically zero, because it is almost certain that they won't do anything of the sort, and given King Charles's first speech, he doesn't want them back. Therefore, the majority of people believe that Harry and Meghan's current status does not warrant a chair at their funeral. If they acknowledge their past errors and formally apologize to the British royal family, they may have them. Some, however, think that the survey team is putting the new king under unnecessary pressure. The arrangements for the Queen's funeral are not entirely in the king's hands. This is a state funeral, someone said, which would have taken years to plan out and keep updated. It is a matter of protocol who sits where. The Duke will at least have had a general understanding of what will be expected of him. When he and his wife announced that they were stepping down from their roles as royals, the arrangements would have been updated. Despite still being members of the royal family, they are no longer considered members. As a result, they will be seated alongside other royal family members. The Duke ought to be aware of this. Not Charles planned the seats. They were planned much earlier. Priority will determine where the royal is seated. Harry and Meghan will be seated behind the working royals and close to the daughters of Prince Andrew. They won't be seated next to William and Catherine or Charles and Camilla. They won't be close to Anne, Andrew, or Edward either. They will probably be seated similarly to the Jubilee, I'm pretty sure. They're in the middle of a discussion, so they can't just get up and leave with Charles and William. The royal audience does not anticipate that Harry and Meghan will be reunited with the family. They deserve to be banished from the UK and removed from the events they have brought about. I'm afraid that is a bridge that cannot be repaired. Certainly while Harry is married to his odious wife, a source close to the situation said. She is ruled by her narcissistic nature, just as she is by Harry, and she is powerless to resist the urge for fame and glory that it gives her. King Charles is the most recent keeper of the throne, and in his capacity as monarch, he is also charged with seeing to it that the British public continues to support the royal family. It is therefore in his best interest that his reign as king is successful and happy. Because of her jealousy, Harry's wife will continue to try to drag the monarchy down while she is still alive. Even if Harry divorces her, she will still be an annoyance, but she won't be as harmful. It would be much better to revoke her title right away and bar her from all royal events. Which of the two Sussexes would be the most appropriate if you had to pick just one to go to the Queen's funeral? Being her grandson, Harry would of course be encouraged to see the King's coffin. Harry must attend the funeral, if only out of respect for protocol, a bystander remarked. Meghan Markle, however, in no way. We are aware that Harry telling her infuriated her. She would need to bow to Catherine. It will now be Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Camilla, the Queen consort. Harry's wife is utterly incapable of comprehending the many laws and customs that the funeral of the monarch is bound by, much less exhibiting any respect. Keep her in close protection until it's over. Despite the public's often conflicting views, the British royal family has always made the right decisions. They were compelled to put her first because this was the venerable king's funeral. To ensure that Queen received the most comprehensive final funeral, they eliminated personal animosities just as William did. A representative of the royal family said, I fully expect Harry and his wife to attend and be seated next to William and Catherine, Prince and Princess of Wales, as this is a formal state event and Harry is a blood relative of the late Her Majesty the Queen. If the royal family chose such a significant, historic, and solemn occasion to disgrace Harry and Meghan in the same manner that they have already been disgraced, I would be shocked. I think maintaining peace at this crucial juncture will require only formal interactions, protocol, and measured contact, nothing additional or less. What do you think about Harry and Meghan getting a nice seat at the Queen's funeral? Will the British monarchy suffer as a result of this in the future? Post your comments below and let us know what you think. We sincerely hope you found this video to be useful. If you like it, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you viewing this newsletter. I'll see you in the following videos. Goodbye.